What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? The insanity of this series continues. My name's Boit, and we're back for Game 3 of this Losers Finals Divine Intervention Tournament action. Spawning at the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Odin. His name is Shelty. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Isis. His name is Kimo. Yes. What a time to be alive. I mean, this is peak age mythology. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, of all the tournaments I've hosted, this has been my favorite. Now, this is my second favorite. My favorite was the team game tournament, which we can talk about a little bit later. Keep that on the hush. I have an announcement, but on the hush. Okay. So I've had so much fun in this tournament. This tournament is so much fun. I love watching these guys play a wide variety of gods. I love the competitive random aspect of this tournament. I just love what's going on in these games and how crazy things are. Because this is the thing, like, there's something sort of cold about when you watch two players playing their main god on a map they know really, really well. And what I mean, like, not cold is probably the right word, but what I mean by it is, it's like, it feels like you're watching kind of like a systematic process, like a robot playing, and like they just know the right thing to do, and you see the same kind of patterns emerging. But in this one, these guys kind of know the maps. They don't know them to the degree that they know, like, Anatolia, for example. But things are just a little bit more chaotic. And I love that. I mean, my favorite games are the chaos games, when things are just going wrong for everyone, and you're just like, everyone is just having a fun time, just trying to fix the chaos or embrace the chaos, as some players are very, very good at. But thus far, 1-1. Kimo taking that first win with some very good Ra. Shelty taking that second win with some very good Zeus. Now we get Shelty on Odin. Technically his main god at the moment. Technically. He played Thor for a long time. And now he's kind of an Odin main. But he also is, obviously, we've talked about how good Shelty's, like how deep Shelty's god pool is. He's been playing this game for ages. He can play any of the gods at a really, really high level. But his Odin is one of those gods that I think is very, very comfortable with. Kimo, on the other hand, he's kind of been given the difficult... Well, he's given... Let me try and explain this. Kimo's been given the easier matchup to some degree. Right? But it's not easy in the sense that you just do this one thing and you just win. You still have to play really good to win. And why does Kimo get the advantage here? It's because he's playing Isis. Isis gets Anubis. Anubites are broken versus Odin. Now there's lots of little tricks you can do as Odin to mitigate this. And I have seen many Isis players fall to really good Odin play. So we'll see what Kimo's going to go for. He's got his monument. He's looking like he wants to advance. He's getting himself pickaxe. He's going up, and he is going through Anubis. At this point, he hasn't found a whole lot of hunt on the map. The map hasn't really been scouted by either player to a great degree, but this is really good for Shelty. Why? Going Anubis when there's no hunt on the map? What are you going to raid? Not a whole lot. You're not going to raid a whole lot. Shelty's already getting himself husbandry. He's already getting himself hand axe. He can grab this town center over here and play a defensive game. I would have loved to see Kimo react to his map a little bit better here and not go for the meta play, but go for something a little bit more off meta with, say, like an Eclipse, like a Bast timing attack to get a gold staff here. Take a look at the gold mines. They're all exposed. Very easy to get like an Axeman, Chariot Archer, Spearman type, Scorpionman type, fast, heroic kind of timing attack in here to get some advantage. But we'll see how things are going to go here. As the Ursa Helgi Refreshing Beverage Borer. That's a name. If I've ever seen a name, that's a name. You can't tell me that name isn't a name. I don't know. Wall's coming up here now for Shelty. Going to be protecting his base completely here. In fact, he has his entire base protected. However, the Anubites can still get in here by jumping over this onto those dwarves. But the problem is that the Valkyrie is out to defend this, as we do see the villagers coming out for Kimo. Kimo's going for a fast second town center here. And Shelty at the moment, I don't see him throwing a single military building down. He's going for a town center himself, but he's just ensuring that his entire base here is as protected as it possibly can. Another Anubite is out already. Wait, is that the same one? I can't tell. Hang on. I think it's the same one. I think he's only got 2. Okay, I was like 3 Anubites at 5 minutes and 55 seconds. This is a new Egyptian opening that I don't know about. No, it's not. It's only got 1 monument. I don't think it's possible. Anyways, Anubite's going to get healed back up. So just ensuring that there's no way in, you've got to bring that Herser back, otherwise the Anubites can jump through. You don't want the Anubite jumping in. We see some Herdables moving up to the top side here. I love these plays where you bring your home starting Herdables up to your second town center, so there's no walking time there. I absolutely love that play. And now Kimo, very smart here from Kimo. This is good. This is what this does is he gets 2 town centers. He gets a 3rd town center down. So long as he's able to support village production, let's actually take a quick look at what's going on there. He's having a little bit of issues with his production, but he's got all his villagers on food at the moment, except for the 4 on gold. You can probably take all but 2 off of that, put everyone on food, and just like rush heroic age. But what this does for Kimo is it's forcing Shelty to make a choice. Come out of your base and try and get your 3rd town center, or be behind on economy and force you into doing some sort of aggressive play, which Kimo, the god of defense, is most likely going to be able to defend. So we'll see how things are going to go. Shelty does have a lot of wood in the bank, so he can get himself that town center if he wants to. As the Herser are now moving forward, we see an armory coming up. This is very standard though from Shelty, getting that armory up there. Kimo with the town center on the back here gets shown in the score there that it's there, and we do see Shelty is already moving up onto this position. Do you put walls down first and then put the town center up, or do you just go for the town center naked? And the question is, what does Kimo do? Kimo's actually throwing farms down at this point. I think he probably had enough herdables to get a heroic age before farming. Is that crazy to say? He's also got these berries over here that he doesn't know about, but it's only 4, so it's not that big of a deal. Now he knows about it. Couple of longhouses coming down for Shelty, just wanting to ensure that he's safe here in this game. We got a very, very boomy game, ladies and gentlemen. This is generally not how this matchup goes. There's so many different sort of maps that you can spawn on, which can force very different types of things from happening. As the Guardian Anubites do get caught out here, the Valkyrie going to get taken out as the Herser turn around, get a couple of clubs off. Those Anubites going to get sent back. And I mean, Shelty needs to decide what he wants to do. Do you get the town center? Do you not get the town center? When do you get the town center? Do you go heroic age? Big questions as the Anubites trying to sneak through, and walls coming up. I love this Shelty corner of the map. Walls coming up all over the place to ensure that he's 110% protected. Oh. Guardian Anubites retreating away. Oh, one throwing axe. Can he hit it? No. 3 HP remaining, but that does send basically does send both of the Anubites back to get healed back up. So a little bit of reprieve there for Shelty is going through Njord. This is the Njord dance. Because we don't get to see this very often. I'm like, Shelty is a player who does not want to play the late game. He hates the late game. He's a man after my own heart. The late game is overrated. Let's just finish the game as fast as we possibly can. The question is, though, I think this is really smart. Let me unpack this at a very deep level. There's no food on the map. Kimo has gone 3 town centers. So how does Kimo afford to do this? Well, he has to spend all his gold on farms. How can he defend against a Walking Woods timing attack here from Shelty? Answer is, I don't think he can, because he doesn't have any gold in the bank. He does have prosperity, though. He does have prosperity, and he should be using it. He should be using prosperity, and he should be pumping those priests out immediately here. As he's retreating back, he's bringing his Pharaoh forward because he knows what's coming. There's a hill fort on the front coming up here. Mountain Giant on the way. Lots of units about to start pumping in here. There's going to be access to Jarls, Huskarls, Portable Ram, more Mountain Giants. Everything else is going to be coming in. Wait, he has no prosperity? He's never used... He's already used prosperity. I missed it. Never mind. I missed that. Thank you, Nollis. Okay, so no prosperity available. So there's no gold available for Kimo to pump priests out. So long as this attack comes in a timely manner, things are going to be very, very difficult for Kimo, as the barracks getting taken down is the first port of call. The Anubites jumping in. Shelty just ignoring them for the time being. A whole bunch of axemen coming out, but this means I would expect to see some Jarls here. It looks like another Mountain Giant might be coming out there as well, as a big food drop happen there. But can Shelty actually make this work? He's not going for that third town center either. Kimo's got such a huge advantage in the village account here, as the Walking Woods gets dropped down on this position to push forward. The Anubites pushing in the Mountain Giant. Everything is going after said town center here, as Plague of Serpents gets dropped down. Forest Fire on the offensive here to open this position up even more, as the Mountain Giant getting pulled back. Picking off the Pharaoh is a bit of a daunting task, as the Mountain Giant needs to be cleaning up this town center as best as he can. And can Shelty make his way through this position? The Axemen are all out, though, for Kimo here, and this attack has not worked at all for Shelty. And Kimo, he's got to be happy about this one. He defends with the Axemen, defends with the minimum amount of priests he has, and Shelty retreats back. Another Mountain Giant coming in, and now Shelty is Njord without the frost, and this means Kimo is going to be able to shoot to the heroic age and have access to a very difficult to defend ancestors. This is huge for Kimo. Great defense there in this position, as the town center going to get repaired back up. And we do see a Mountain Giant. Where is he sneaking around? This does get spotted, as the Mountain Giant walking straight by here will pick off that obelisk with one attack there. That could be a little bit of a fake out. Move the Mountain Giant down there, move back over here, keep the units away. We're starting to see some Jarls coming through, and this hard counters the Axemen. If we can see the transition into raiding cavalry into Jarls here. Now all these Axemen will be a little bit useless for the next fight. There's also a potential for a town center to come up at any point here. Shelty does not need to not get it just for the sake of not getting it. Still a lot of priests on this position. Flood of the Nile coming in. Hathor, the god of choice here for Kimo, so he's not going for the Nephthys, so he won't have access to funeral rites here, which is a big deal. You can keep going myth units as the Odin player, as Shelty pushing through. We do see Shelty retreating back here as well, as can Shelty break in onto this position with all these units out. Kimo is... Wait, how does Kimo have 160 pop? Huh? Does he have the relic? Hang on. Sorry. I'll check it afterwards. As the Mountain Giants targeting down the town center, they do have a decent amount of HP, a decent amount of Pierce Armor, so these units don't die that quickly. As the town center looks like it might go down here, as the Mountain Giants are getting closer and closer to finishing it off, but the priests are getting some good damage done from behind. We see actually a cancel on that one. Nephthys now coming in as the Mountain Giant retreating away. It looks like Shelty can't break through here, as the town center does end up staying alive here. Shelty retreating back to his hill forts here after all is said and done. Let me take a quick look at this. I think he's got to have that relic. He does have the Eye of Horus. 160 population in the Classical Age is a big deal. And now the units of Kimo pushing forward. We see Ancestors getting dropped down. Double hill fort there. This is a lot of defenses, plus a nice wall. He's going to be able to pull back. Can Shelty continue in this game after the failed attacks have come through here in such a big way? He's still trying to take these fights here. The throwing axeman going to pull back and attempt to get this town center up. Maybe, not sure. Distracting away from these hill forts. Them going down is a kind of a big deal. Do we see any sort of upgrades? Not just yet. Walls coming up all across the map here as Kimo, he knows that the lose condition here for him is Ragnarok a lot of the time. So just ensuring that he gets everything set up with those Kimo walls as early as he possibly can. There's Bowsaw irrigation coming through as well for Kimo. Is the town center going to come through now for Shelty? Scorpion Man does end up getting taken down as while these hill forts are going to be going down, it does look like Shelty is kind of getting some good trades with his Jarls here. Can you garrison Jarls into a hill fort? I don't think you can. So he has to retreat out the way he came there as town center going to be coming up on this position. Villager difference here is actually rather close. So in a way here, while Kimo is in front, Shelty's economy is okay at this moment. And there's a lot of trash units here with these Axemen coming through. Okay, Axemen aren't that trash. They probably have a little bit too much hack armor if we went into the raw stats of it, but I'm not here to change that. But they are a trash unit against these Jarls. And some Spearmen are coming out, so Throwing Axemen are going to get some good value here moving forward. Town Center up for Shelty. He's going to be able to get himself that fortified town centers fairly soon as well. Kimo's going to be going to the Mythic Age as soon as he can. There's another hill fort coming up on this position to defend his town centers. Gold mine situation here. Kinda, I mean, there's still one over here. We do see a nice market in the corner there for Shelty. As the Throwing Axeman going to be able to clean up these units fairly nicely. But Osiris is on the way. I mean, how real is this fight even good? I don't know if it's good here. Kimo's down to 138 population. He's cut production fairly nicely. He still doesn't have himself a single Migdol stronghold up as he's going for that very, very fast Osiris. He's also Nephthys, so he does now also have himself access to City of the Dead, which is going to push that Son of Osiris HP up even more. As more hill forts are coming through, ox carts are starting. One of another weakness of going for Njord here over going for Skadi is no access to winter harvest, which means the food economy of Shelty is going to be significantly lowered, 20% lowered actually. I don't think that's the exact math, but 20% is the bonus that you get from winter harvest. So not having that is going to really, really hurt. But now we see Ringgiver and heavy cavalry coming through. Here's the point. And maybe Shelty has thought about this a little bit more than most people might give him credit for. Isis doesn't have access to horrors. So Isis doesn't have access to the spearman upgrades to deal with Ulf Jarls. So maybe this is going to be a good way to play. However, Kimo does have access to Thoth, but he's not going Thoth. Thoth is the answer to the Great Jarls, right? Because you get access to even better Great Jarls in what are they called? In Tusk of Apidemic elephants. But we'll see how this game is going to turn out now as these Jarls, 297 HP, 297. You can't tell me those aren't sick. All right. Architects coming through as well for Kimo. He's getting himself fully set up. Stone walls, heavy spearmen coming through. We do see the Son of Osiris is in. Does he have City of the Dead? It doesn't matter when he gets it. The upgrade does apply post Son of Osiris click up as the Jarls are looking to hit this raid on this gold mine. He sees the trade route. Both players have got that trade route going, but Shelty with this position set up here, if you can get to that Mythic Age click tier, maybe go for a Fimbulwinter to cause some problems. And Shelty's going to see these walls set up on this position and be very, very upset. Now, the Mummy is a good option against these Jarls because it picks off an entire unit. Oh my god. Kimo does not want to lose this game. He is putting walls up literally everywhere, but Tyr is the god of choice here for Shelty. He's getting himself fortified towns, and we've seen New Kingdom, another hill fort coming up on this position. Kimo coming in with his Son of Osiris here, as the Jarls look like they did not get caught out. They do get out of that position. Did we see... I can't remember if we saw... We did see Freya, right? We did see Freya, so there will be access to Thundering Hooves here as well, as Shelty is doing some good micro with his raiding cavalry to damage that Son of Osiris back here, down to 360 HP. City of the Dead now coming through for Kimo. He's like, I've got to get that one before my Son of Osiris dies. But I've said this once, I've said it a million times. The answer that Norse has to Son of Osiris is Ballista. Ballista are so good against the Son of Osiris because they can attack him from 30 range, which means that even if you've got raiding cavalry at the front of your army, the Son of Osiris sitting back there trying to range that, those Ballista are going to be able to get in there and get damage done. As we see Champion Axeman, Champion Spearman, City of the Dead, bronze weapons coming through. Kimo is going for a predominantly barracks army here for his Isis at the moment, which I'm loving to see. We'll see if it's going to work out for him. Waiting for that tier to come through to give somewhat of an advantage here, as obviously Shelty knows that Ragnarok is just not going to work. Son of Osiris out in the middle of nowhere here, though, as that hill fort can definitely get some big amounts of damage done. As the champion upgrades are in, population-wise, Kimo with that 175 population, that is such a big advantage in this game from having that relic. But the Son of Osiris caught out in the middle of the map here. Jarls not dying fast enough. They are getting so much damage there. There's the Mythic Age. There's the Fimbulwinter. He gets hit on this position as well with those wolves over here into the main base. All the town centers hit there. So Kimo's economy will get a big hard stoppage here, as the catapult's getting taken down over here as well. The hill fort, unfortunately, there does go down for Shelty as he's trying to break through here. Son of Osiris retreating away as the catapult going to get taken out. And it looks like Shelty's population, he's getting some flood control to keep his economy going, but he is struggling to continue to break through here, as that Son of Osiris still alive with 197 HP, even after all is said and done. Shelty will need to retreat back here. Another hill fort coming up as the Jarl mass is trying to work out. Whoop! Sneaky mountain giants. Can he make these work? Sneaking through here. He's got to break through a stone gate. Do they have bonus damage or something? No. Honestly, I much prefer to see, if you ever go tier, you've got to be going in for those Fenris wolves. They are very, very good. As the units pushing through here. Still no Thundering Hooves, I think, for those units of Shelty, as he's trying to break in. Still no ballast. Just one ballaster would be doing some good damage onto that Son of Osiris there. The Mountain Giants starting to queue up here as he is going for somewhat of a play with those Mountain Giants, distracting away, trying to take out the catapults here. Son of Osiris now down to 130 HP here, ladies and gentlemen. As the trade route is up for both players. 16 trade caravans for Shelty. 12 for Kimo. Kimo's still got a little bit of gold left in these two gold mines, as it looks like. Same two for Shelty, almost out of that gold mine. 4,000 remaining there, as these Mountain Giants, 3 Mountain Giants, 4 Mountain Giants. Where is he going to go with them? He needs to distract very, very nicely while he goes for this attack. As the Mountain Giants, does he go after this? Does he go after the back one? Those are the questions. As the Jarl's coming through yet again to take these out, he needs to get value out of those Mountain Giants. That's a lot of population here coming through to cause problems. As the Son of Osiris getting surrounded, he's not going after. What happened with the Jarls? He had the Son of Osiris in his grasps there, as the Mountain Giants coming through. 4 Mountain Giants to take down the town center. Will Kimo notice this one or not? As it's right up here above on this screen here. There's the only spearmen at the moment. Town center getting absolutely murdered from those Mountain Giants at the moment. Units falling here for Shelty on this position. Iron weapons though coming through. How the army upgrades looking for Shelty. Not the best there at all, as the Town Center here. Priest coming through here, going to get some damage done. Town Center looks like it will be getting finished off. 83 HP on that Son of Osiris. Shelty has to get in there and get that one taken out. The Town Center will be falling here, as Shelty's Mountain Giants do manage to break through. Ulfsarks come through, get a couple of whacks onto the Son of Osiris. 60 HP remaining. A hill fort has fallen there. As funeral rites, ballista towers, iron weapons coming through. Shelty has managed to take the town center down, but his economy is hurting. Well, not his economy, his trade. Probably his military is hurting. Is probably the answer at the moment. As the guard tower goes down as well, the priest is still getting some good damage done onto these mountain giants, but still a handful more mountain giants remaining there as well. As the catapult trying to take down the hill fort on this position. More towers coming up to try and defend over here as the barracks are getting cleaned up there as well. Shelty is full population at the moment, but he needs some answer for these infantry units as he pushes forward trying to kill off the catapult there. The Son of Osiris sitting, waiting, watching. He has 50 HP in the bank there as the barracks getting cleaned up over here as well. And the Great Jarls coming through to try and take out the chariot archers and everything else where that's concerned. We do see the barracks remaining here, or the mountain giants remaining here, retreating away. Town center is down. Town center coming back up. Pharaoh going to be empowering that with the 50 HP. The mountain giant's going to come back in to erase this as some towers coming down here as well to get in onto this position. Shelty is really going hard here as the Ulfsark swinging in to try and take out these villagers, the Son of Osiris here, as the Son of Osiris dives into the tower there. And the Ulfsark's all falling as he still hasn't been able to take this one out. Any attempt at a ballista would not go astray here. One ballista, my friend. As Kimo still valiantly defending. It looks like the town center, after all is said and done, will get back up. There is going to be more and more opportunities for those mountain giants to come through here. As the problem for Shelty, he's doing all of these late game tactics, tricks, but he doesn't have all of his armor upgrades. So while he's killed the town center off, he's just not going to be trading all too well against these units. And we now see the ballista coming in. The ballista is in, and the Son of Osiris is down. I mean, he has to target the Son of Osiris though. Please, just one, just one. Never mind. The Son of Osiris is still not down, but he's down to 34 HP. So those spearmen are going to come through, take down those ballista as well. It's a little bit too late for that on the back foot. Some more towers coming up here for Shelty. And now Kimo seems to be stabilized. He's got nearly full iron, just neglecting the pierce upgrades. But the ballista do good then. If there's no pierce upgrades, the ballistas will do good. As another mountain giant going to be coming through here. And what else what can Shelty do? He can try and break through all these citadel walls. I can imagine Kimo at this point probably thinking about dropping a wonder. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't be surprised to see him going for that sort of a play here. Because he's got such a difficult thing now for the Norse player to just slowly break through. And Kimo's got 30 camel caravans as well. He's getting engineers to take these buildings down even faster. And also Shelty's got a lot of he's only got 60 population for military as well here. As the spearmen coming in, going to take out the Ulfsark on that position as well. As the ballista going to take out everything else over here to boot. More towers coming up. Iron shields on the way as well. And this is what you want to rush if you're playing Norse in this matchup. You want to rush towers. You want to rush ballista because it means your opponent can't push into you. But I don't know if this is too little too late. The mercenary coming through before the towers are up means these ballista, they're not that safe here. Though the Ulfsarks are a good option against the mercenary cavalry. They do take them down relatively fast. No swine arrays, so it's not crazy fast as the ballista kind of getting a little bit out of sorts here. The tower ends up getting taken out over there. Mercenary cavalry going down as well. And we'll see the catapults getting taken out on the back. As the Priest going down. The Hillfort going to stay alive for a little bit longer. Walls are coming up across here by Shelty at this point, as he's still doing a good job of slowing the siege train down of Kimo. A Tef Crown coming. What is that upgrade? That's for the mummy, right? This is such a weird upgrade to be getting here. I can't even see it. Hang on, let's see. Let me just see. A Tef Crown. Gives mummy hit points. That's such a weird upgrade to get. Now with the towers up, these well, one tower. He needs more. These ballasts are going to be tough. I've been in a position many a time against Norse playing as Egyptian, and I've never really known what to do versus walls, towers, ballista as Egyptian. Because it's quite tough. It's quite tough to break through this. Do you go elephant maybe? Do you go for myth units, like make some Anubites here to try and break in and kill off the ballista? What's the answer? Siege towers? Siege towers are a good try, I guess. In that moment, we see the Secrets of the Titans coming down, and Shelty basically knows their Secrets of the Titans is actually the best answer against Ballista Ulfsark, but an interesting try here from Shelty. He gave it his all. He gave it his absolute all in this matchup. I mean, I think that the play here was to get the third town center, go Skadi, and take this game straight to Ballista Ulfsark here. Use Frost to counter the Ancestors, or trying to count. Well, you don't even need to counter the Son of Osiris because you go for Ballista. But he doesn't go for it, and Kimo gets the dub, up 2-1 in this best of 5 series. If you guys enjoyed it, we've got more games coming. Please consider the follow on Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next game.